going on, YouTube? Wayne Train, live on location. Let me tell you what kind of I'm into today. So, have a lug nut that's stuck. Won't come off. How are we getting it off? A fucking grinder. So for those that don't know, a grinder plugs into standard outlet, and inside the truck there's a 150 watt converter box. So because the converter box is not pushing enough power through the grinder, it's barely spinning the grinder to cut it. So
You'll get a little bit better out of it than me.
So basically, what we're having to do is let it catch RPMs and start spinning fast, and then hit it a little bit. Recording for 3 minutes now. Probably hitting it with the grinder maybe 2 minutes out of the 3, and that's how far I've gotten, unfortunately. This is a Tahoe. Those that don't know me, I own a roadside service company. So this is what I do. Come and save the day. Alright, so I had to take a break to switch the power converter from being inside the Tahoe to my Civic hatch, because the battery terminals on the Tahoe is cracked right there and it's really loose, so it's not making a good connection. I, however, have a brand new alternator and a better connection, better charging system, so we're going to try that, see how fast the grinder moves then. and it's barely moving. So I'm going to try the other power converter. We have two. One of them is 150 watts. The other one is supposed to be 200. This one is supposed to be 200 watts. But it could be it may work, it may not. We're about to find out. There we go. Wayne Train Chronicles. Well, with this converter, it won't come on at all. Unless I just blew a fuse. And
It's gonna lag.
did it trip? Those that may be asking how come we just don't drill it out. My drill's on the other side of town. Yeah, drill's on the other side of town in my storage, my tool storage. Be back shortly. I'm back. We were not able to get far with it. With the grinder moving at that speed, I was really hoping that we had the time to actually get it and finish it, because things like this happen all the time. And again, my drill is not close by. The bit that I use to drill out lug studs is broke. I don't have another one, which means I would have to go all the way across town to get the drill, all the way on the other side to get a drill bit tough enough to drill out the lug stud. So anyway, upon trying to utilize resources, the shop back behind where we're located at has offered to cut it off for free. Because my buddy that works with me, Joey, is a mechanic, so he actually just got hired, so, which is a blessing. So that's how far we got with the fucking grinder and 150 watt power converter. So after all that said and done, the case is closed. Change of plans. I thought I was done recording. Drove the truck over to the shop I was speaking on earlier to get the lug stud cut off, and damn, hit the wrong button. So we drove the truck over to the shop I spoke on earlier to get this bad valve stem. Well, to get the lug nut cut off to gain access to the tire, to remove the tire off the truck, to remove the bad valve stem that's cracked, which is causing the tire to leak air. All right, you follow me? All right, cool. Unfortunately, upon putting the new valve stem right here, it was hung on the tire. Some of you may be watching this. You may already know what the fuck happened. Upon trying to hold it from this side to get it unstuck from the tire grabbing it, keeping it from popping all the way through, the needle nose pliers slipped off the stem, so the valve stem, the brand new valve stem, is actually stuck down inside the tire. Most of you know that it is going to be really difficult to get the valve stem out of the tire because of the, get some sunlight in here, or maybe not, maybe some shade. Yeah, there we go. You can't stick your hand down in there because there's just no way, there's no room. We don't have enough pressure. We actually broke the bead. Come on, focus. We actually broke the bead by sliding the rim up under the drum and then slowly lowering the truck down on the jack until it actually broke the bead. So we're definitely utilizing natural resources. So I'm not sure if he wants to try to get that valve stem out of the tire or just leave it in there. I'm pretty sure it's not common sense to leave the valve stem inside the tire, but the vehicle is not going to be driven on a daily basis. Maybe once per week it'll be moved. And he had 2 valve stems and the other one we cannot find. So we're probably going to try to get this one out just for the sake of putting it in, because it has to be put in so the vehicle can be moved. Check back in a few. Back at it again. So the valve stem that he did have, that he had 2 of, but dropped 1 down inside the tire that we were able to get out, we still couldn't find the second valve stem. However, upon several attempts to get it to come through the rim, it wouldn't fit. So I had to run to the O'Reilly's and grab the right size valve stem for this specific application. So now I'm just pumping up the tire. See more about what I do on a regular basis. I'll be trying to upload content probably once, twice, 3 times a week, depends on my workload. Try to let y'all into my world. And as you always hear on other YouTube channels, like, share, subscribe. And if you want to check out my other videos, I'll put a link. Let me see if I can do this like the other people do it. I'll put a link right there. Thanks. See y'all soon.